Hello, everyone, and welcome to our beautiful special evening tonight of Inspirational Stories #1 tonight. We're going to have another inspirational story tomorrow morning for you at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time, and then one more Monday evening as well at 6 p.m. And so I have the special honor of being joined by my beautiful friend Aileen. And Aileen, at this point, I mean, she has just really blossomed herself and her life. And so I can't wait to share her beautiful story with you. Of course, she's also a member of Beauty Flourishing, and she has studied Reiki with me and has also studied independent of me as well. And she'll just beautiful person. And again, I can't wait to just share her story of inspirations and kind of give you all an idea of what difference it makes when we really go that path of energy work, energy healing, and how it can enrich our lives, and how everything that we do along those lines enriches us and our daily life, and then of course also the lives of everyone around us as well. So if you're joining, please come and say hello. And then anytime that you have any questions, we're definitely going to do a Q&A toward the end of it. But in between, if there's something that comes up for you, then please go ahead by all means and chime in, because we are here for you tonight. We want to make sure that we can deliver the message of inspiration to you in whichever form that it will benefit you, and whatever it is that you can walk away with, to where you are giving your time this evening. We're giving you our time. So we want to all, make the best of it for sure. So, hey, Aileen and Vicky, hi, by the way. Thank you, Joan. Hi. Welcome, everyone. Again, let us know where you're joining from and if you have any questions at all. So, Aileen, I want to just say hi, welcome. It's so good to have you here. And you did one Facebook Live with me a couple of weeks, probably it was about a month and a half ago, and you said that was your first Facebook Live, and you just did such an amazing job, and you were just so
Thank you.
and I know you said you were nervous, but I mean, you were amazing. So I want to go ahead and hand the floor over to you here. And let me see who else. Linda, hi, welcome. And Debbie, good evening. Connecting tonight. Beautiful. And Susan, hi, welcome. And for any of you, by the way, if you're watching the replay later, then please go ahead and still chime in as always. Alrighty, Aileen. So let's see, how long have we known each other?
Oh boy, a couple years now. I would say about 4.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
I'd say about 4.
Yeah, you first came to me when I had my office at Holistic Health Center.
Yes,
And you
remember.
walked in. Yep. And at that time, maybe I'll just hand it over to you now, and you start sharing a little bit about you and your journey. And originally, what was that spark for you? And Vicky in Missouri and Susan from Indiana, hey. And so, yeah, what was that original spark for you as far as wanting to, do energy healing or wanting to learn more?
Okay, well, first I want to introduce myself a little bit.
Please.
I'm 28 years old. I'm originally from Germany. I currently live in Seattle with my family and my 2 amazing children. And yeah, what inspired me for the energy healing work was it started all kind of when my son was born. I started reading about the holistic healing and the overall holistic field of spirituality, and it inspired me completely. And I felt just a sense of touch with life when I started gathering the information. And a good friend of mine, she had an energy healing done, and she was telling me about the amazing story and what she experienced there, and I thought it was amazing. And I considered it, and I never really knew what to expect, really, because I was still in the beginning. Like, I knew like the basics of everything. And I remember your office popped up, and I felt like it was meant to be. I felt like I had to go there. I was like, when I was in Tennessee, I didn't know anybody, didn't even know the stuff existed there. I was still, and once I saw it, I was like, I have to go there. I scheduled an appointment, and when I came to your circuit, it was just, I was extremely nervous. I didn't know what to expect. I was like an emotional roller coaster. It was really silly. It was really silly. But when I was there, it was phenomenal, because as soon as I talked to you and we started talking, you're telling me things about numerology, and started speaking about my gifts and talents that I have that I didn't know existed, and parts of myself that I know was there that I was aware of, and you kind of confirmed that, and you knew parts of me that I knew and that usually nobody else would know. Like you could read it so well. And after the session, the first time, it was like magic to me. The before and after effects were amazing. It was like completely day and night. When I woke up from the energy session, I completely, all I could feel was just love and lightness and this sense of inspiration, just this wow effect. And from that day on, pretty much, I knew my life has changed forever.
Oh, wow.
I knew my life has changed forever. And the feeling I felt, I had never felt it before. The feeling of joy and happiness and just like inner fulfillment and peace, it was brand new to me. And whatever it was, I was like, I want more. I need to learn more of this. I need to like experience this. So yeah, I joined your classes, and now I'm a Reiki master myself. And yeah, that's pretty much what how it started. My little energy healing journey started. Yes.
Yeah, that's what I love about the numerology, because it's just so fun, when you can open up that field for someone else and can kind of help them tap into their gifts. And I mean, you are so gifted. And so for me to, first of all, to have any part in your journey is just, to me, just so special. And just to see, even though now you've moved away from Clarksville, and for us to be able to stay connected through the internet, and still have that, and for you to now blossom in your gifts, it's just so beautiful to watch you. And
yes, you're right about that. And I have to thank Beauty Flourishing for that too, because I remember how hard it was for me when I did move. And because we built, like, you had this amazing community, and you still have it, this amazing community built, and I was able to join these amazing women. I went to all of your classes and events, and we even had retreats and events together that we was doing. And from having that and losing that, it was a big loss for me. Even when I was here in Seattle, I was very down. It was hard to kind of find that community, and still is, So I'm grateful for Flourishing. I think that plays a big factor in my life now, because I can stay still, and I can still have that community, even being far away. I still feel like this little piece of home that I have in Tennessee that I built there. I still have it. So that's why I'm very grateful for that.
Yeah, it's so cool. We have women from literally all over the world now. So
I know, right? It's amazing. It's really amazing. I love that, because you can learn so much from each other too, and it's really awesome.
Yeah, and what's so amazing is, even women that have never met in person, just through the community in the Facebook group, it's so beautiful how everyone is connected. There's Almut from Germany, and I got to actually meet her this summer, which was so great. So we got to meet up in Munich.
It's amazing how things work. And to me, I feel that's what I love about a community, because a lot of times people are so disconnected from each other.
Yeah.
You actually just connect to people in a way that you're not even knew it's possible. Kind of, because a lot of times, like, people are so busy with their own lives, that it's a certain disconnection there. Yeah, and the Beauty Flourishing, and it connects people from all different areas and countries, and that's how you realize that we all are one in a way. We all, we all are here for each other and can serve each other and be there for one another. And it feels great no matter who you are, no matter where you live. And that's pretty awesome.
Yeah. You were sharing something really beautiful with me earlier, and maybe if you wouldn't mind sharing that. And I'm going to just say hi to everyone here, Sean and Victoria. Hey, Tammy, hi. So Tammy is, by the way, in Beauty Flourishing as well. So yeah, anytime you want to chime in, Tammy, feel free to do so, please. And again, for any of you, if you have any questions now, please feel free to chime in. But we'll definitely do a quick Q&A for sure at the end. Definitely. So you were sharing with me like what Beauty Flourishing does for you. So if you, like, on a daily basis and overall, as far as the vibrational aspect and everything, if you would share that would be amazing.
Oh, what Beauty Flourishing does for me is it every time I go on Beauty Flourishing and I do my the work that's on there, I pretty much it just helps me with everything. It helps me throughout my week, and when I'm struggling, or when it's kind of stressed out, or I'm not feeling well, or it's helping me stay focused and balanced and kind of get through it. But also, but also when I'm happy and when I'm feeling amazing, when I'm having a good time, and I read the things and all the inspirational teachings there, it helps me stay centered in this field of the higher vibration, and helps me just stay how do I word it right, just overall stay connected. It keeps me to stay focused on my goals, on everything that I have planned for, and everything that I want to do. It's just so amazing to see. Like, all I have to do is go on Beauty Flourishing. I go in there and I simply am like, oh, it's like this bubble. I'm like, yes, and I read this and I'm doing this. And I'm like, oh yes, and then like throughout the week, it can be a simple quote, it can be a simple meditation that keeps me inspired through the whole week, and it works. And that's the amazing part of it. Like, I'm literally over one quote, it's in there, it's stuck in there, and I can use it in so many different aspects. I can use it for my son before he goes to school. It reminds me, I can inspire him with the same quote, for example, and it transfers over to my children, or it transfers over to anybody really that reaches my path, because I'm so filled with all these positive teachings and these amazing energies, pretty much, and learnings that I can pass on to others and include that in my life. So, and I feel like even if no matter what you go through, if it's good or bad, I think it's amazing to use, and it's an amazing tool to maintain your energies, to maintain that, because I feel that's the most important thing to do.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's, kind of what it's all about in life, right? You
Yeah.
know. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. And hey, Karen, welcome, and hi, Tammy, welcome. Yeah, and again, really, that's, I think for me, that's where my journey has always been. Just always to figure out how can I maintain the highest vibration for myself, and then now, after me learning it, now being able to transfer that to all of you. So, what would you say is your favorite part of Beauty Flourishing, or maybe some of your favorite parts?
Well, there's a lot of favorite parts. But honestly, my favorite parts is that when my kids go to bed, and instead of watching it, just a TV show or just scrolling down Facebook, I actually go on Beauty Flourishing, and I go to sleep. I go to sleep so happy and light. I read these readings, and I go through it. The teachings, honestly, what you teach in there is just my favorite part about it, because I feel we are all students in this thing called life, and there's never an ending to the teachings. And no
Mhm.
matter, even the things, even if I know numerology, even if I read it again, it still inspires me again, because you can always use these teachings no matter what situation you're in. And so my favorite part are definitely the teachings in there and the meditations. I love the
Right.
meditations. Yes.
Oh, cool. Do you have any favorites?
My favorite, I love the Guardian Angel one. With
Hmm.
our Guardians, that was an awesome one. Which one? The one with meditation for the heart chakras. I love them. They are amazing, and I also love the crafts we do. They're
Hmm.
so much fun, the crafts we do, because the kids love it too. My little ones, because you can include them into it, and they were like,
Yeah.
"Mommy, how did you think about this?" And I'm like, "Well,
That's awesome.
they're like,
Um,
how did you know that? They're like so shocked that I just came up with this cool idea, and they're like, really? And I'm like, how did you, when I go through it, I'm like, oh my God, I never looked at oranges like that before. There's so much things you can do, and I'm like, yeah.
Oh, that is so cool. Yeah, and what I think what's so amazing too is because again, it's not just like you just said so beautiful. It's not just for you, but then it's also for your kids because you can teach them. And how cool that they're already learning, these types of things because they're not just learning, how do we light a candle or something, but they're actually learning like the whole spiritual side of it too, and or like when we're doing the arts and crafts as far as how to really energize everything that we're creating. And so that's what I love, that can be transferred to the younger generation as well. And then also, of course, for people who have grandkids, for them to be able to do more of the spiritual crafts with them. So thank you for bringing that up because I think that's really an important part of it for sure.
I
And yeah, so little bit more about your journey as far as like yourself and your family. How has everything kind of benefited you as far as your life? You know, how is your life different now from what it used to be before you started this whole path with energy healing, and then also, you know, with beauty flourishing specifically as well? And Victoria saying, "Ooh, creative! I like that." What was her favorite craft to do? Okay, so yeah, that was like a minute ago. So I think oh, okay, but actually, your favorite craft. Okay, that's a different question. So yeah, what would be your favorite craft? Do you remember by any chance?
cans with the oranges. That
The
was
orange.
a big one. Yeah, that was awesome. And there was just multiple crafts in there that are and amazing. And the candles was pretty awesome because my kids love that idea. So I would go with the
Cool.
candles.
Cool.
Yes.
And Tammy is saying it helps me make a better me. The
Yes.
community of loving and supportive women is amazing. Oh, thank you, Tammy. And we're so grateful to have you in there because you are amazing. And yeah, so the orange, if in case any of you are wondering, so that's still the December teaching, which is still available in Beauty Flourishing, because if you're joining now, you're still getting the 2 previous months of Beauty Flourishing as an extra bonus as well. And so I basically taught them how you can use an orange in order to make a candle. And so I know some of you were experimenting with it. It was so fun just to see all the different pictures in the Facebook group. And I know Carrie was struggling with it for a little while because she couldn't get any oranges that would really work really well for the craft, where she was. And so, but she finally found one and then posted a picture. So that's what I love too, about everything, is how everyone is sharing what they're doing. And, again, it's like what you were saying too. And that's what I love. It doesn't matter if you're feeling down or if you're feeling high. Everyone shares, and it's a safe space. And so the members area where you receive the meditations and the crafts and the spiritual teachings, that's one part that you can tap into anytime. But really, one of the most beautiful things, for sure, is definitely the community that we all share together in the Beauty Flourishing Facebook group. And that's what I love so much about it, is that it's really just such a beautiful high vibrational state. No matter if you're going through something, or if you're having a really high energy with something amazing that's happening in your life, everyone chimes in and really supports each other, and is welcoming toward everyone else. And that's what I love so much about it. So yeah, now back to your question, to the question that I'm really curious about, how energy healing, and then again, beauty flourishing as well, how has that shifted your life from where you were for yourself and for your family, and where you are now? And hi, Nadine, by the way, welcome.
Well, it shifted a lot. Before the energy healing and even beauty flourishing, I'm naturally a highly sensitive person. And before, I was kind of battling with insecurities, my emotional highs and lows, and just not really having my own voice yet, more like a people pleaser, and just kind of feeling a bit disconnected in a way. And slowly through spirituality, I started learning about, started some positive teachings and a little bit about myself. But once I started my energy healing journey, that's when I actually really started getting to know myself. And I really started realizing, okay, um, started seeing these areas in my life that I needed to pretty much just grow and learn from. It's just lessons that I needed to learn. It's just energies that needed to be released. And when you realize in the science behind energy that everything is energy, like no matter everything is energy, and that our body has energy centers, and that these energy centers actually control your mood, your everything, like how you're feeling, the highs and the lows, the physical illnesses, whatever is going on, it's all from these energy centers. And once I got to understand that and actually work with that, that completely shifted things in my life. It wasn't always easy, not saying, but it was challenges in it, but it was beautiful challenges because I was able to face certain things, certain fears, certain things about myself that sometimes I guess are not as easy to face. But it was amazing because I had such a great community that is actually supporting me and helped me through it, and see it with such a light. And from being shy and insecure, and even handling challenges in relationships and overall, I became extremely more confident. Um, I have a complete vision for myself where I want to be. I am healing people. I'm healed enormous parts of myself. I the My marriage is phenomenal now compared to where it was before, because I was struggling with things, and you'd be surprised how much it affects your relationship when you internally struggle with certain things. And is much better. I'm way more patient. I can handle challenges much better, and overall, I'm a healer now. And that's like, I'm a healer, and I'm in touch with certain things that my purpose. I found my purpose pretty much. That's what happened. I found who I was supposed to be in this life and who I meant to live in this life, and not just feeling a disconnection and don't understand why. I understand where it was coming from because I wasn't in touch with myself. And now I'm in touch with myself, and I know where I want to go, and I'm allowing myself to have big goals that I want to achieve, and I'm working towards them, And that's the amazing part, that I can dream and visualize a life and know it can happen, and working through it, through the energy healing, and even being there for people holding a space for people who might, are sick or not feeling well, that I can actually help them and be there for them to shift their energies, work with the energies. And that right there, for me, is the difference. That right now, I'm pretty much a complete different person. I found myself, which is, I
Oh,
think, the most important part.
I love it. Love it so much. And Victoria is saying so beautiful, Eileen. And it really is. And the credit really goes to you, because all I can do is help you facilitate it. But you have to show up, and you have to show up and do the internal work. And then the external work as well, that's mostly reflected from the internal. And that's what I love and admire about you, is that yeah, I helped you as far as the ideas and where you needed to be, and just as far as the culprit, but in the end it's really you, and that's what I love so much about it. I love being able to
Thank
empower others, and then for them to run with it. And that's definitely what you've done. I mean, you are just like the such a perfect example of that, of what can happen when we really put a sorry, when we really put our intentions behind it, and we work through everything that we're experiencing, and we elevate ourselves. And I mean, just hats off to you, because it's just so amazing. It's so
thank
fun
you.
to watch you, and you're just beautiful and amazing.
And I have to
So
thank
yeah.
you. And I
Oh,
have to thank you as well, because at the end of the day, by you serving your purpose, I was able to find my purpose, and I can pass that on along to others. And it's like a chain reaction. So I'm very grateful for you and everybody, um, just for, working on themselves and stepping into their powers and empower themselves. That's the best thing for everybody to do, is empower yourself. Find something where you can find yourself in. And spirituality and energy work is definitely, that's the truth of everything in there. That's how the experience I had, and the things I went through it is just amazing. It's these moments. It's like magic. I don't know how to explain it. Really, it's really.
It is, and we've experienced some magical moments, definitely. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. One of the really beautiful moments, and that's actually on my YouTube channel. If you guys want to take a look at that, but Rebecca talks about it. It's her story, of healing through the angels, and that was at one of the events that we had, one of the retreats where the angels came, and it was just so amazing. And you got to feel that as well in that moment. So maybe if you want to share a moment about this, because I think it really speaks to the possibilities of energy healing, where it kind of takes it out of that realm of the abstract and actually puts it in reality.
Yes, I remember that you was doing some healing work on Rebecca, and you was calling on the angels, I believe,
Mm-hmm.
and to help in the situation. And I think overall, we was holding this women's retreat
Mm-hmm.
for overall us to as a community, take care of each other, nurture each other, and we had children there. It was mothers and women. It was really empowering. We was doing healing sessions there, and it was amazing. And while Rebecca was going through some healing work with Silk and wasn't feeling so well, the whole it was really crazy. The whole sky, all of a sudden, the whole sky shifted. It was like these angel clouds literally everywhere. Everybody that was there, you could feel the presence in your skin, like everything. So it was like sprinkling over you almost. It was like this presence of the angels. Like it felt like there was a million of angels there surrounding you, like that field. That's what it felt like. And it was all outside. And all of a sudden, this enormous amount of love was just floating in with everybody. We was all there. We were just hugging each other, and we just felt this enormous shift. It was incredible. We was all there, hugged. The children was there. It was like running and looking, and we was hugging each other. And it was a very emotional moment because it was like magical. I've never felt anything like that before. And these are the moments where I'm like, those are the magical moments that I talk about, that I experienced, that I've never experienced before, that makes you like, this is it, you know?
Yeah.
Like, this is all around us all the time. At the end of the day, like this is what we can do. This is how powerful we are, you know?
Yes.
And that's what's empowering me. Like, there is so much beautiful and power within and around us that supports us, that uplift us, and is there for us always. And as soon as we tap into it, it's there. That's all we have to do, just tap into it. And I think that's what happened there. We all just we tapped into it, and it was the support that was there was phenomenal. And those are the reasons why I will why I love Beauty Flourishing, because the community that I had there, I have it with Beauty Flourishing. That love I felt there, I have it in Beauty Flourishing. The teachings that I get there, I have it in the community in the past, from energy healing work to spirituality, I have it in Beauty Flourishing. I literally have it all there. And that's just amazing for me. And that's why I encourage anybody to go to Beauty Flourishing. It's amazing. The teachings will benefit you, only benefit you. Whatever is in there, it will be really beneficial for you. And it is for me. Like, I just want everybody to be able to experience it and feel that, because once you feel that amount of joy and love, you just want to share it, and you just want to hand it to everybody. And having that when you go to Beauty Flourishing, and it just makes me feel so good that I get to know this teaching, and I get to have that for me. Just even if it can be for everybody, but which is you can share it with everybody, but even for your family and just your friends, or for yourself, be able to nurture yourself and to be there from a higher place and understandings, because sometimes we go through life and we're overwhelmed and we don't know what's going on, but little do we know, it's just a planet alignment and the energy shifts that you understand better, and you're like, oh, well, this is what's going on. You have a deeper understanding, and you can use different methods to get through a certain time. And when you work with energy, life can be a whole lot smoother, and things, and the whole awesome doors can open up for you. And that's the amazing part, is you'd be surprised how through Beauty Flourishing, I noticed that a lot of doors have opened when I use these teachings, okay? And I go through 2 teachings, for example, at the end of the night, and I kind of work with that a little bit, and all of a sudden I get a phone call like, hey, can you do this and this and that? Or like, these things happen. You'd be surprised how fast manifestation works, just by simply doing a little shift on yourself. You don't even have no intentions behind it. And all of a sudden you're like, oh, you're on this website, and you're like, oh, you just get these ideas and inspirations. And that's the thing that I love about it a lot. So.
Oh, thank you for saying all that. I appreciate it. And, I'm so glad that you're part of it. It's just so amazing. Oh, Victoria saying she's looking forward to being a part of this, feeling blessed. Oh, well, we will absolutely love to welcome you, Victoria.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. And, when you were sharing the story, I got goosebumps again, because that was amazing.
Me too. Me too. That was amazing, yes.
And it is literally something that we all have the capability of doing. and many have just forgotten. And it is something that can absolutely be learned, and it can be something that we tap into every day. And I think that's really the biggest thing, is that reminder that we have it all within us, and we can gather that energy every day, and we can either choose to not do it and just live life and be more ignorant about the things around us, or we can truly consciously tap into all these amazing things that are accessible to us every day. In fact, those things that are waiting for us every day. And I think that's really the biggest thing as well, that it's meant to be part of us. And we just don't necessarily either remember when we're busy throughout our day, or maybe we just don't know exactly how to tap into it. And I mean, that's obviously where the teachings come in. And again, so for you, that you do tap into it, that's so beautiful, and that you make use of it. And I just, again, I love you and I admire you for it. So it's so wonderful.
Thank you. Thank you. But you're right about that. I think everything is a choice. Every choice we make is a choice to, are we going higher, or are we going to maintaining, playing it safe, or are we going to, evolve? And I think the simple choices are, be surprised how much they affect us. Just so, yes.
Yeah, so please, everyone, if you have any questions, I know quite a few of you are on, so if anyone hasn't said hi yet, then please go ahead and say hello. And again, if you're watching the replay later, then please go ahead and say hi as well. And please, if you have any questions at all related to Beauty Flourishing, what it is about, and how, anything for you specifically, then please go ahead and chime in right now. And Karen, you're welcome. Yes, oh, amazing. She is. Isn't she radiant? She is.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. It's so amazing. These are the things that, it's the little things that make me so grateful, make my heart flutter. Like, so thank you, guys.
So is there anything else that you feel like we haven't addressed yet? Because, I mean, everything you said is just like, wow, I'm kind of speechless, honestly.
Honestly, I would just love to see our community grow, to see us evolve more, and welcome new people into our community to experience the beauty of life and the beauty flourishing. And so that's pretty much all I have to say. I'm just grateful to be here. I'm grateful for the experience. I'm grateful for you, Silke, for all these teachings and everything you do for us. And it's amazing. And I'm forever grateful for you. And you know that.
Oh, and Shankara is on, by the way, and she's saying Aileen is, and I'm not sure because I can't see her.
Oh, yeah, Shankara. Yeah, she's a great actually the one. When I was after I had my boy, she was the one who actually inspired me to spirituality and energy healing. She was that friend who had the energy healing that inspired me to go. So thank you, Sharka, for all the great.
That is so
cool. Great reaction, and when the student is ready to learn, the teacher will follow. And that was you, and you still is. You're always my most favorite teacher. And so far, I haven't met anybody as amazing as Silke. You raised the hand pretty high. I'm telling you, trust me.
Let me go through the comments here. So Tammy was saying, "Thank you for sharing, Aileen. You are so amazing and beautiful."
Thank you, Tammy. Thank you so much. You guys are amazing.
And Rhonda Sue is saying, "Thank you, brightest blessings." And then let me see what Linda is asking. Let's see, have either of you felt or wanted to learn so much that you have felt overwhelmed and you just needed to stop and enjoy the little things first and live in the moment and not try to learn anything at one time? That's a really great question. I love it. Oh, and Sharka is saying angel, and now she's putting out. We kind of figured that, Sharka, but thank you for as far as Linda's question, do you have any answers for that? As far as, sometimes feeling overwhelmed, because there's so much maybe information or so many things, and then, just enjoying like the little moments and the little things. That is an excellent question. I love it.
Yeah, it's a really good question, actually. Yes, I think sometimes it's good. For me, for example, sometimes it's good when you to kind of soak it all in, to live in the moment, to whatever you learn about, just let it marinate in you. That's
Mhm.
whatever meditation you have, whatever you do, enjoy that moment and let it kind of do its work on its own. Because whatever you read subconsciously, you will soak it in. If it's a quote, if it's whatever it is, a meditation, it will still marinate in you pretty much. So I think if you learn something and you want to take a break, it's okay. You can take that and just enjoy the moment. And whenever you feel ready to learn again, and continue to read, whatever you feel guided to do, just follow that. That's my advice for it.
Great advice. Yeah, absolutely. And we all definitely need those times. I think it's really the most important thing, is for us to always honor that ebb and flow, that there is always going to be times where we're more on that higher learning curve, where we really want to accelerate and we want to take in just as much as we can. I know I certainly do. And then I go on Amazon and buy 10 books at one time. I know I think that's a and then we just need those times again where we just allow some space. And, the space in between is really where the magic happens, because once we have studied it, that's really where we start digesting it. So thank you so much for that question, Linda, because it's really an excellent question. That this is really important. And, as far as Beauty Flourishing is concerned, that's why there is like one weekly thing. And then, of course, you have months to study the same thing, and really delve into what nourishes you the most, so this way you don't feel rushed. And I think that's one of the great things too, that you can tap into whatever you need to tap in at that moment. And, however inspired you feel to do certain things. And so I think that's one of the answers. So yeah, please chime in with any more ideas or anything else that you have. Oh, you're so welcome. And Linda is saying a beautiful thank you. I enjoy meeting people that seem to have a higher vibration. Yeah, definitely. That's what it's all about. It's like you said, Aileen, once we learn it, then we understand that everything is really influenced by the vibrational state that we have. And Victoria saying, I'm guilty. Books, 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 more books. You should see what it looks like for me, really. So no guilty feelings. Just trust that they're there. My nightstand is like lists of books for sure.
There's so much fun things to learn, there's so much fun things to do. So, but
absolutely. Yeah. And as women, I think, especially because we tend to multitask in all different directions. So definitely the slowing down part, I think is just so important. And Nadine is saying, thank you for sharing the experience. Sounds amazing. Sending many blessings. Namaste. All we have now. Absolutely. I think that is a perfect closing, actually, as far as all we have is now. And that is exactly it. So if you feel guided in any way to join Beauty Flourishing, it is still open till Monday evening. Read through everything, see if it is right for you, because obviously it has to be a good fit for you. But you have until Monday at 11 p.m. To join. Right now, the first 15 women altogether that join Beauty Flourishing are getting a special gift from me, which is a bag. I don't actually have it here with me. I had it on my live the other day, but which is a chakra bag with crystals in it that I'll be shipping to you as long as you're living within the States or the Canada. But again, just take a look and see if it is for you. And we would absolutely love to welcome you into a beautiful community. And Susan is saying, thanks, happy and excited about my journey. I've been meditating and trying to read. Wonderful. So have a good night. And thank you, Aileen. I appreciate and love you. And can't wait to just see your journey evolve more and more. You have a beautiful family, just beautiful kids. And, so for you, even living there now and still being able to facilitate this, and then, of course, the healing. So I'm really excited to see your path evolve as far as, all the shifts that you're creating in your life, and all the healings that you're able to facilitate for others. And you are absolutely a bright light, and you are meant to shine. And
thank you so much. Thank you so much.
And I love you. Oh,
Never.
so are you. You're amazing. Absolutely, you are. So thank you. And thank you, everyone, for joining this evening. Appreciate your time and space as well. And again, if you have any questions at all, you can still chime in later. You also feel free to reach out to me. Feel free to personally message me with anything at all. So I love to answer all the questions that you might have and would love to welcome you. So namaste. Have a beautiful evening, everyone. Thank you.
Bye.